We're live from Chevy Chase.
Well, it's time for Talk of the Town, and today we're talking about me and Andrew's favorite subject, bourbon.
We should have a taste test. Man.
Well, we are so excited because we have Sarah Thacker and Trey Maru of the Marriott Griffin Gate Spa and Resort here today to talk about something that's happening that's going to be in January, but it's Bourbon Week, right? So this is the perfect time to talk about it. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Talk about Bourboncon 2024.
Yes, so Bourboncon. So the concept is 30 distilleries under one roof for a fantastic weekend with fun, food, sessions, bourbons, rare bourbons. It's for everyone. It's for people that are bourbon enthusiasts, that love bourbon, that want that rare stuff. It's for people that don't know anything about bourbon but want to be educated. So we're really excited, and it's under one roof. So like when you do the bourbon trail, right? Like you have to go and stop. 30 distilleries, guys. Like it's going to be crazy fun. But you probably need to stay tonight.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. You can actually get a room.
And I think you guys mentioned earlier this morning, like what to give a gift, right? Well, you said a getaway and bourbon. Well, this is all in one in January.
This all ties together.
Right? It's like tying together. So we're really excited about it.
Well, and I think when people come to Lexington, we at the hotel, we always get questions about what bourbon distillery to go to. So here you get the 30 distilleries under one roof, something you may not get to experience in one weekend.
And we're talking about some of the best bourbon distilleries, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. So we've got Angel's Envy, Buffalo Trace. I mean, you name it. 30 distilleries.
Maker's Mark.
It's Maker's Mark, all of those. And what's great is that you have that intimacy, right? So they have their own booths. It's like a trade show. So you get to ask questions. How do you pair it? How do you drink it? What's a different way that you can drink it? So there's a lot of things that you can be educated on in terms of what it is. You know, like there's some people like bourbon with more corn, more wheat. Like they educate you on all that stuff.
Right.
And you get to sample it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
I know there's some names that are going to be there. Chefs, bourbon distilleries. Who are a couple, like one or two of the big names that are going to be there?
Yeah, so we've got our chef on Saturday night. We have our dinner that we're doing. It's a 4-course bourbon-inspired dinner. So we've just announced
Are you
our
gonna tell 'em?
Keeneland. Yeah,
Chef Mark. I know you're talking about already.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yes.
So we have both chefs. So what we did was to inspire the whole dinner bourbon experience is we took Churchill's chef and Kingland's chef.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to
didn't
be a thing.
realize.
That's like a chef-off.
Yeah,
like
it's like
a chef-off.
Yes. It's funny you should say that. So they're going to be partnering together, right? I'm sure people will be like grading like whose is better, no pressure.
Yeah.
But they're both going to be there. We did a great job last year. This year it's going to be more like between the two derbies because that's what it is, right? Kentucky's bourbon, horses, right? It's a whole thing. And you get to stay the whole weekend. We get to take care of you. And of course, you want to eat when you're there.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
going to be
important.
fabulous.
Yeah.
I mean, bourbon and food. I mean, like you said, it's the top 2 on your list for gifts for men. Now, when is this going to happen?
Yeah, this is January 19th and 20th.
Okay.
And we have packages. So you can decide if you just want to come Friday, you want to come Saturday, you want to stay the whole weekend. We've got gold, platinum. Of course, we want you to experience the whole thing. So we have like a VIP tasting room that has the rarest bourbons that you can add onto your package or just buy the package, which is the platinum, because you're going to get some of the stuff like you don't want to buy a $500 bottle of bourbon and not know if you like it.
Right.
Right.
So
So
now's
this,
your chance.
you get to be able to try those
Yeah.
small samples and go, I got to find it. Where
Yeah.
can I get it? And then guess what? You can ask the people who are there, where can I find it? Tell me where your distributor is.
Right.
Tell me where I can get that rare stuff. So we're really excited about it.
And as rare as bourbon is in Kentucky, this might be your only time to taste it too, right? 'Cause
Yes.
It's very difficult to buy good bourbon.
Well, and it's funny. So we are Kentucky, obviously. We love that. But we have like 17 states already just from last year.
Wow.
And it's increasing. So people from California, Miami, New York, like everyone comes to Kentucky for one-stop shop, 30 distilleries, instead of coming and being like, I got to spend a week to see 12.
Right.
You're getting 30.
Right. Yeah.
So we're really excited
That's a
about
great
it.
point.
And I mean, this is not far after the holidays, just a couple weeks after Christmas and Hanukkah and all that. So if you want to buy tickets, I would say do it right now and give that as the gift.
Yes, and to do that, you should go to bourboncon.lex.com. It breaks out all the packages. It tells you what it includes. It tells you what the sessions are, because the sessions are just as equally important. So you've got some of the high-end distilleries talking about why they do their bourbon. It's not the basic, you know, this is what it's made of, right?
Right.
It's how do you drink it? How do you pair it? Well, how can you drink it in a different way, and how do you pair it with food?
And I think, you know, when people come to, I think a lot of people think of food pairings, they think of wine, but there's so many different options that you can pair with bourbon. And on Friday, we're super excited to kick off our welcome reception with numerous restaurants. It's Taste of Lexington. So it's numerous restaurants coming together where you can pair those, the different small bites that they're offering with bourbons, different bourbons that we are offering at the open bar.
Well, this raises the question, if you're selling tickets, is there a limited supply? Is this like first come, first serve?
Yeah.
So people need to get on it.
Yeah, so last year we had like about 400 attendees, which was awesome.
Okay.
But we are expanding because I told you, like, nationally. So we do have a limited amount of tickets. That's a big thing. So if you want to get your tickets, you really need to get on now, because eventually we're going to cap out our capacity. So we want everyone to be able to come, but you got to get your tickets.
Well, you have to save some for Andrew and I, right?
Yes. Yeah. I'm like Pavlov's dog right now, talking about food and bourbon. I just need like a napkin.
Well, you know
this
what's
is all
really
my
cool?
favorite stuff.
Well, and I think too, part of like the exclusivity is that we're a resort.
Yes.
So you have spa, you have
Yes.
golf, you have an indoor pool. Like we have people bringing their kids, and they're like, kids are in the indoor pool, and then the parents come to the thing. So there's lots to do at Griffin Gate. Lots to do. So you can make a week of it in January. You're always looking for something to do.
Well,
in January.
we love you guys. Tam and I are there all the time, especially at the spa. All the information is up on the screen. Thank you guys. We're so excited.
Thank you.
Thank you.